Hello everyone, today we're diving into something really powerful. How do you take a whole lifetime of experiences, of wisdom, and of stories and pass it on? We're going to break down how you can turn your own personal history into a guide, a timeless gift for the next generation.
And this quote from George Herbert, it just nails it, right? It's not about what you learn in a classroom. It's about that unique, deep influence a father has, the kind of wisdom that really shapes who you become.
So that's the big question, isn't it? If that influence is so powerful, how do we make sure it doesn't just disappear? How do you actually capture all that guidance, those stories, and, that love?
Which brings us to our first section, the unspoken legacy. Before we get into the how to do this, let's really dig into the why. Why is it so incredibly important to capture these stories in the first place?
Here's the thing, a personal legacy isn't about listing off your big achievements. No, it's about creating something way more valuable, a living, breathing letter of love. Just imagine your words becoming a kind of compass for your child, something they can always turn to for guidance, for reassurance, for years and years to come. So where on earth do you even start? Well, in our second section, we're going to look at exactly that, crafting your personal story. The best way to think about it is by starting with simple prompts to unlock those memories and then finding the key moments that really defined your path.
See, this journey doesn't have to start with some huge philosophical question. It starts with something simple, a prompt just like this one. What's a really happy memory from when you were a kid? Just thinking about that can open up a flood of details and feelings you thought you forgot.
And this is a perfect example of how a simple memory can say so much. This isn't just about a bike, right? It's about that feeling of freedom, about not giving up, and about hearing your family cheering you on. That's the real treasure hidden inside that story.
Okay, so from those childhood memories, we move on to those really pivotal, life-altering moments. Think about the big turning points in your own life. Was there a challenge you faced, a mistake you made, or a choice that just changed everything? Because those are the moments where characters really forged. This quote just captures that idea perfectly. Your legacy isn't a calendar of your life's events. It's a collection of the moments that mattered, the ones that taught you something, sparked a change, or really defined what you believe in.
All right, let's dive into part 3. All these individual stories and moments, they start to connect. They form something much bigger. And this is where we take those stories and pull out the core principles, creating a blueprint for life, really, a guide to navigating the world.
And when you look at this list, you're really seeing the pillars of a well-lived life, aren't you? We're talking about resilience, integrity, and kindness. And then the vital importance of human connection, through friendship, love, and family.
Let's take resilience, for example. This idea, it's not about avoiding life's storms. It's about learning how to bend so you don't break. Sharing a story about a time you fell down and got back up, that teaches a way more powerful lesson than pretending that life is always easy.
And then there's integrity. And this makes such a critical distinction. Look, it's easy to do the right thing when everyone is patting you on the back. The real test, the true measure of character, is doing the right thing when it's hard, or when you think no one is ever going to find out.
I love this perspective from Mother Teresa. It just so beautifully brings our focus back to our relationships. Wisdom isn't just for dealing with the big wide world out there. It's for building a strong, loving foundation right at home. Your family is your first community, and the lessons you learn there ripple out into everything else.
Oh, and this one is so important. Sharing your mistakes doesn't show weakness. It shows your humanity. It tells the next generation that it's okay not to be perfect, that real growth comes from trying and messing up and getting back up again.
And that leads right into this next idea. It reinforces it so well. Often, it's our biggest challenges that shape our best qualities, our empathy, our courage, our resolve. Those moments of struggle, that's where the real miracles of personal growth happen.
Okay, let's move to our final section and see how this all comes together. We're calling it the enduring gift, because this isn't just a book of stories. It's a truly profound gift that can have a lasting impact for generations. At the end of the day, this whole journey is really about putting your deepest hopes for your child into words. It's about looking to their future and giving them encouragement for the road ahead, wishing them happiness, adventure, and the strength to face whatever comes their way.
And that's the real message of this gift, isn't it? These stories and lessons, they aren't meant to tell someone what to do. They're meant to inspire confidence, to become a source of motivation, a reminder to go out there and live a full, brave life.
And wisdom isn't always found in these huge life lessons. It's also in the little things, the practical skills you pass down, the hobbies and passions that bring you joy, the simple family traditions that knit you all together. I mean, those details are what make a life feel so rich.
So, of course, a huge part of this gift is documenting the memories you've already made together. Think about it for a second. An unforgettable day you shared. Maybe it was a big milestone, or maybe it was just a quiet, ordinary afternoon that, for whatever reason, has always stuck with you. Capturing that feeling is just priceless.
And Dr. Seuss, well, he puts it perfectly. We often don't realize how important a moment is while we're living it. Writing it down is how we preserve its value. It's how we turn a fleeting experience into a permanent, cherished part of our legacy.
And as we start to wrap this up, this quote really brings it all home. Beyond all the advice, beyond all the lessons, the most powerful legacy you can leave is one that's built on love, on connection, and on the happy memories that you've shared together.
So we'll end with this question, turning it back to you. Whether you're thinking about the legacy you want to create or the one you've received from someone else, it all comes down to the stories. Which ones define you? What story will be your legacy?